Hey there, Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's This Day in Disney for June 8th, and today we are going all the way back to 1902, and on this day a very special event took place in Chicago. Elias and Flora Disney baptized their 6-month-old son, Walter, at St. Paul's. The Disneys actually were big members of his congregation. Flora played the organ, and Elias, he was a carpenter by trade. He actually helped to build this church. So I don't know if everybody knows that Elias and Flora actually built their house in Chicago, and Flora was really talented too because she came up with the floor plans for their house, and that house that's in Chicago, and it's still in Chicago, and it's owned by people who are very interested in preserving the house as Walt's birthplace and making it into a museum. I don't know what their progress is right now with the museum, but it is something that you can go visit when you're in Chicago, which I think is really cool because Walt's parents built the house and Flora had a big part in the design of the house, and of course Walt was born there. Of course Roy was there because he was older also. So this was St. Paul's Congregational Church. It was first organized in 1900, and it is at the time located at 2255 North Keeler Avenue in Chicago, 1 block east and 1 block north of Walt's birthplace. So they're like right in walking distance of this particular church, and it's such a cool story. We're from Chicago, and we've always loved that Walt was born in Chicago and that his birthplace was there. And when we lived there, we used to go to the Science and Industry Museum, and there was a lot of D23 exhibits over there and different activities that they had for Disney. They would bring in costumes from films, and there was all sorts of things. And also we even did like sketching, and we were taught by an artist how to sketch, similar to what they do over in Animal Kingdom in Rafiki's Planet Watch. So lots of stuff, cool stuff like that. I know they do sketching on cruises and stuff, but we got to experience it at the Science and Industry Museum. So there was lots of Disney experiences, of course a Disney store over there in Chicago as well. So stuff that, a couple of Disney stores. We used to go to the stores just to go, and I'm sure you guys do some of that too. I know I follow some of you guys who go to Disney stores and get your hauls and share them, and I think that's just the coolest thing because we used to experience it. We just never did a haul on YouTube back then, but we had our kids were little and they just loved just getting out and experiencing all that. But back to Flora and Walt in their home. So it's 249 Tripp Avenue if you want to check that out in Chicago and Illinois, of course. And four of Flora and Elias's children were born in the home: Raymond, Roy, Ruth, and then of course Walt. So when they moved, Walt was 4 years old and you guys probably all know where he moved, but I'll just let you know again. Of course they moved to Marceline, and that's always been his inspiration for Disneyland and the future Magic Kingdom and Disneyland versions of the original Disneyland. That Main Street USA is Marceline. So if you guys have been to Marceline, I'd love to hear about your experience down below too, because that's a trip I'd like to take sometime, driving out to Marceline and experience and see where Walt was when he was a child. And I know the house there that the outside of the house that they lived in, Walt drew on the house. I'm trying to remember, I'm pretty sure it was tar that he used, and I think his dad was pretty disappointed in that particular choice. But today, when you visit the Walt Disney birthplace, you'll note that the brick pathway leading to the front door is laid in numerous bricks forged with the names and well wishes of private donors and parties. And on March 3rd, 2016, Disney CEO Bob Iger announced that the Walt Disney Company pledged $250,000 to the Center of Early Childhood Creative and Innovation, which will have a home at the Walt Disney birthplace. So that's another part of it. There's a childhood creativity and innovation side of this commemorative museum that they're building. It wasn't completed when we left, or we didn't have an opportunity to go and check it out, but that exterior looks really good, and they're doing, of course, like all the restorations, trying to really do it the way that it originally was, and using the floor plans and the the information that they have. So anyway, kind of exciting day to think of the Disney family blessing their little baby Walt when he was 6 months old, or baptizing, sorry. And also, one last thing is the pastor of this congregation and Walt's parents were actually, and his wife too, they were all friends, and they actually, so Walt is named after this pastor. His first name was Walt, and that's who Walt is named after. And then Elias is this pastor's son. They had a son at the same time and named their son Elias after Elias Disney. So really good friends there. Thought that was really cute that they, switched the father's names for their children. So just more tidbits of Disney history. There's so much of it, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Thank you for all your comments and support, and we'll